Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an episode. Today we're talking about one of the most misunderstood animals in the world, famous for its screeching temper, but fighting a real battle for survival that most people don't know about. Yes, today's topic is the Tasmanian Devil. So, without wasting any time, let's get started. Deep in the forests of Tasmania, night falls, and the darkness comes alive with an unsettling sound. A harsh, guttural screech echoing through the trees. It sounds terrifying. In reality, it's mostly bark, not bite. This is the Tasmanian Devil, the world's largest surviving carnivorous marsupial, and one of nature's most misunderstood animals. Today, we uncover the real story behind this remarkable, endangered survivor. Despite its fearsome reputation, the Tasmanian Devil is a relatively small animal, with adults typically weighing between 6 and 12 kilograms, roughly the size of a small dog. Found exclusively on the island of Tasmania, off the southern coast of Australia, the Tasmanian Devil once roamed mainland Australia as well, before disappearing there thousands of years ago, likely due to competition with dingoes and changing environmental conditions. Their stocky, muscular build, black fur, and surprisingly powerful jaws give them a distinctive, tough appearance. In fact, pound for pound, the Tasmanian Devil has one of the strongest bites of any living mammal, capable of crushing bone with ease. Their name comes from early European settlers, who were unsettled by the animal's eerie nighttime screeches, aggressive-sounding growls, and intense feeding behavior around carcasses. Much of the Tasmanian Devil's fearsome reputation comes from its behavior at feeding sites rather than genuine aggression toward larger animals or humans. When multiple devils gather around a carcass, the noise and intensity can be startling. Loud screeches, growls, and aggressive posturing as individuals compete for access to food. In reality, much of this display is more about establishing feeding order than genuine, sustained combat. Tasmanian devils are primarily scavengers, playing an essential ecological role by consuming carrion quickly and thoroughly, helping to limit the spread of disease across the Tasmanian landscape. Their extremely powerful jaws and teeth allow them to consume nearly an entire carcass, including bones and fur, leaving very little behind, an efficient cleanup process that benefits the broader ecosystem. While scavenging makes up much of their diet, Tasmanian devils are also capable hunters, preying on small mammals, birds, and reptiles, particularly when carrion is less readily available. Tasmanian devils are largely solitary animals, coming together primarily to feed at shared carcasses or during the breeding season. After a very short pregnancy of around 3 weeks, a female Tasmanian devil gives birth to a large number of tiny, underdeveloped young, though her pouch contains only 4 teats, meaning only a small number of offspring typically survive to develop fully. Young devils remain in the pouch for around 4 months before gradually becoming more independent, eventually leaving their mother entirely at around 9 months of age to establish their own territory. Tasmanian devils are primarily nocturnal, resting during the day in dens, hollow logs, or dense vegetation, and becoming active at night to forage and scavenge across their territory. Despite their tough reputation, Tasmanian devils face one of the most serious threats of any mammal species in the world today, a contagious cancer known as devil facial tumor disease. This unusual disease spreads directly between devils through biting, a behavior common during feeding and social interactions, causing tumors that ultimately prove fatal. Since it was first identified in the 1990s, this disease has caused a dramatic decline in wild Tasmanian devil populations, in some areas exceeding 80%. This crisis led to Tasmanian devils being officially classified as endangered, prompting significant conservation efforts across Australia to protect the species from potential extinction. Habitat loss and vehicle collisions add further pressure to already vulnerable populations, compounding the challenges devils face in the wild. In response to this crisis, Australian conservationists have launched extensive efforts to protect and preserve the Tasmanian devil. Insurance populations of healthy, disease-free devils have been established on Maria Island and other protected areas, safeguarding genetically diverse individuals away from affected wild populations. Some of these healthy devils have also been reintroduced to mainland Australia and carefully managed, fenced sanctuaries, marking the species' return to areas it hadn't inhabited in thousands of years. Researchers continue studying the disease itself, working toward a better understanding of its transmission and searching for potential treatments, while some encouraging evidence suggests certain wild devil populations may be developing limited resistance over time. These ongoing efforts represent one of the most significant wildlife conservation responses in recent Australian history, aimed at ensuring this unique, misunderstood species doesn't disappear entirely. Loud, misunderstood, and remarkably important, the Tasmanian devil remains one of Australia's most unique conservation stories. The Tasmanian devil's fearsome reputation, built on noise and intensity rather than true aggression, has long overshadowed the reality of a species now fighting for its very survival. Tough, resilient, and ecologically vital to Tasmania's forests, the Tasmanian devil's future now depends entirely on continued conservation efforts and a growing understanding of the unique challenges it faces. So that's it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed learning about the Tasmanian devil as much as I enjoyed making this for you. If you liked this video, don't forget to hit the like button, share it with someone who loves wildlife, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Let me know in the comments, which animal should we cover next? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.